Good evening. Court's back tomorrow. The man accused of murdering an Edson teen has admitted to the crime. 14-year-old Emily Stauffer was murdered in September of 2008. She was the daughter of an Edson pastor. Today, Ross Kleman, an Edson equipment operator, confessed to killing the teen. Vanesh Pratap joins us live from Edson tonight. And Vanesh, Kleman was originally charged with first-degree murder.
Yes, that's right, Linda. Ross Edward Kleman was arrested after an intense police investigation here in the small town of Edson. Earlier this year, he waived his preliminary hearing. That hearing would have determined if there was enough evidence to proceed to trial in this matter. And today, the big development in the Hinton courtroom, Ross Kleman stood up in the prisoner's box and pleaded guilty to the charge of second-degree murder. Ross Edward Kleman was brought to the Hinton courthouse early Monday morning. He kept his head low as he was quickly ushered in. Several hours later, he admitted to his role in the death of Emily Stauffer. In a brief court appearance, the 44-year-old pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. Emily Stauffer's death left a town in mourning and people the province over asking questions about why something so tragic had to happen. Emily was simply out for a walk when she was killed. Her body was discovered by two young people. Police converged on the area, and just over 2 months later, Ross Edward Kleman was arrested. This footage shows him being escorted by police through the crime scene. Kleman is an Edson resident who worked for the town. He was known as a former traveling preacher as well. Both the Crown and the defense continue to work upon the agreed statement of facts in this case. However, preliminary details were provided to the court. Mr. Kleman, a stranger to Emily, attacked her, struggled with her, choked her, and slashed her throat, Crown Prosecutor Michelle Doyle informed the court, adding it was DNA evidence that confirmed his culpability. During his 20-minute appearance, Kleman appeared frail and was seen crying as initial details of the tragic series of events came out. A second-degree murder conviction means a life sentence. A later hearing will determine how long he'll have to serve before he can apply for parole. Now, sentencing in this matter has been put over for the time being. During that time, Kleman will be undergoing a psychiatric assessment. The motive for the attack remains unclear at this point. And one more thing we should add, no members of the Stauffer family were in court today. However, we were informed that victim impact statements are being prepared for the next time court meets on this matter. Linda.
And Vanesh, Kleman also pleaded guilty to a sex charge in an unrelated case today.
Yes, that's right. It stemmed from the ongoing investigation into Kleman by authorities. It was about a year ago that police announced additional charges against him. The victim for the separate charges in this incident was a 5-year-old girl. That 5-year-old was in the Kleman household at the time here in Edson. His ex-wife ran a day home here in the community. Kleman pleaded guilty to a charge of sexual touching against that 5-year-old. Sentencing on that matter has been put over as well. Linda.
All right, thanks for that, Vanesh.
You're welcome.
Kleman will be sentenced June the 9th. Emily Stauffer would have turned 16 on May the 8th.